in the village of Kamianka, located a valley near Izium in Ukraine's eastern Kharkiv region. Victor and Larissa Sisenko were a triumphant mood. Victor had just finished roofing their winter home. Kamianka was very unlucky last year. Shortly after full-scale invasion began, he was caught between the Russians and Ukrainian defenders trying to advance towards Donetsk from north. During spring and summer, the village was occupied by Russians and reduced to ruins. A few weeks after liberation of the area on September 11 last year, Sisenkos returned home to a terrible shock. Burnt tanks and armored vehicles littered the lanes. Larissa said their homes were roofless, full craters, and there was a lot of mess. A lot rubbish waste from the Russians. They eating here. They were ting here. Their clothes and underwear everywhere. There was no electricity and no water because departing occupants had stolen the pump from well. Having no chance of making their home livable during the harsh Ukrainian winter, they set out for Odessa. But they returned this March and immediately began cleaning up and rebuilding their destroyed homes. Barely single window remained amidst rest of destruction in village. This is a problem that spreads throughout Ukraine, as every missile or rocket attack on building is likely to blow out windows of its immediate neighbors. One of the characteristic sounds of war is the harsh clang swept away glass shards. In cities like Kharkiv, many windows in city center are boarded up or covered with cross tapes to reduce the danger of flying fragments in event of an explosion. Larissa Sisenko shows the damage to her house as a result of the shelling. The returning villagers were assisted in the reconstruction efforts by Unity and Strength, a small-scale volunteer organization based in Kharkiv. The villagers use windows provided by one of organization's joint projects, Windows for Ukraine, which formed basis of award-winning Polish pavilion at London Design Biennale this summer. Organized by the Polish BRDA Foundation, the project collects unwanted windows removed, for example, during renovation projects, and sends them to Ukraine to be recycled in damaged buildings or used in new construction. For this reason, many of Kamianka's houses, including the Sisenkos, are fitted with rather garish pink-framed windows from a recently demolished office block in Warsaw. And why friends Volodymyr and Ludmila Kornisha chose a window for their daughter's bedroom. Donated, according to the label, by a woman named Veronica from Dalston, East London. The Sisenkos and Kornichas had been reluctant to leave after the full-scale occupation began last year. As small-scale farmers, like most of the village's residents, their livelihood was their home. They had cows, crops, chickens, greenhouses, fruit trees to tend to, a recycled pink window from an office block in Poland. But soon they were left with little choice. The scariest thing was the warplanes dropping S. Laries